Hello MacroHard community, welcome back. So as you know that I have been working on a generalized version of the protocol. So that is more or less what I did today, basically the theoretical aspect of the design of the new generalized version. So that being said, today I want to discuss with you about a decentralized storage blockchain, and it is known as Arweave. So Arweave, also known as PermaWeb, is a blockchain where you can store data permanently, which means that you can store data forever on that blockchain. So in the beginning, when Arweave was launched, its narrative was that we need a place which acts as a library which is immutable and it is permanent forever, so that the knowledge of human civilization retains in a immutable network. So following that problem statement, Arweave presented a solution which is a decentralized permanent web for file storage. So Arweave is like other blockchains, but since it only performs the function of storing files, it has a very high optimized performance because it doesn't have to do everything. So for example, on Ethereum, miners verify any Turing complete code that a user writes, whereas in Arweave, the only purpose of the blockchain is to store data. So because the constraints that the blockchain has to serve have been reduced, this blockchain has a very optimized performance. So one consequence of this optimization is that miners don't have to store the entire blockchain. So as discussed in one of the previous videos of sharding, that since blockchains are immutable, the state of the blockchain, which is the underlying ledger, starts to increase monotonically, and this can become very big in a short amount of time. So Arweave solves this problem of ever-growing state by allowing the miners to only store a part of the blockchain, and at the same time Arweave incentivizes the miners such that if a miner stores a larger part of the blockchain, then he will have a higher probability to earn more money in expectation. To understand this, let's take an analogy from the Bitcoin mining algorithm. So we know that in Bitcoin there is a cryptographic puzzle, and the first miner who solves this puzzle gets the chance to mine the next block. So therefore, if a miner has a big computer, a powerful computer, then that miner is more likely to solve the puzzle first, and therefore he is more likely to mine the next block. Similarly, in Arweave, what happens is that if a miner stores a large part of the history of the blockchain, then the probability that he will mine the next block increases, and therefore in expectation he can make more money. So therefore miners are incentivized to store as big of the history of blockchain as possible. However, there is no compulsion and you can store as much of the history as you can. So this is how, by creating a right incentivization structure, Arweave has solved this problem of ever-growing state and therefore created a decentralized network of blockchain where data and files are stored forever and permanently without being mutable. So that was all for Arweave. If you find this video intuitive and insightful, then press the like button. And if you are new to this community, then subscribe to MacroHard, where we are building the next economy. So see you all tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye.